Clash of Clans, a game loved by almost everybody and for very good reason. It brought strategy, competition, and a genuinely fun experience mobile gaming has never seen before. With its blend of base building, strategic combat, and intense clan wars, it swiftly took the world by storm, and thousands of other games have tried to copy its success, but Clash of Clans stands alone as one of the single-handed best mobile games of all time. And in today's video, I'm gonna take a deep dive into how Clash of Clans changed mobile gaming forever, why it can never be replicated, and why it still holds a special place in the heart of millions. Also, please like the video and subscribe to show support. Thank you. Mobile gaming before Clash of Clans was entirely different. Before its release date in 2012, a lot of popular games back in this time before Clash of Clans were Angry Birds, a game where you shoot birds at a tower and knock it down, very simple. Temple Run, which is just basically another runner like Subway Surfers, and Fruit Ninja, where you slice all the fruit. And unbeknownst to the entire mobile gaming industry, one of the biggest games that would ever surface on the App Store came out. And it was called Clash of Clans. An instant hit with people of all ages. Even my grandparents still play this. So does my dad. It's for everybody. A very simple yet also strategic and very in-depth game. It really resonated with the people who downloaded it, and everybody seemed to love it. I would go over to my friend's house just to play Clash of Clans with him. It was that much fun, okay? I can speak from experience. And one of the things that made it really stand out aside all the other mobile games, there is a lot, but I'm going to start off with the first one. Clash of Clans introduced deeper gameplay that required planning, strategy, and long-term investment to the game. You sort of feel rewarded after stealing somebody's loot because you can progress your own base, leveling it up to whatever town hall was that was max. I think it was 10. But there was specific grinds within the game, like Dark Elixir, where nobody had them. And when you got a big load of Dark Elixir, it felt amazing. It creates a sort of value for these resources because everybody was trying to max out their bases. Nobody was spending too much money on the game, so it was very common seeing people with lower level heroes with the rest of their base completely maxed out. And this style of progression system keeps players engaged for long periods. I know because I have played the game for upwards of, I think, 7 or 8 years. I probably played it 2014 and after, but it truly has captivated me, and I actually made my YouTube channel encompassing this game because it is just so addictive and it really keeps you playing because there's so much to like about it. And one thing that I really like about Clash of Clans is their monetization strategy. This is another reason why it stands out alone, by the way. Clash of Clans popularized the freemium model, which means the game is free to play but offers in-app purchases that speed up your progression. So it is completely free to play friendly. There's nothing that anybody who spends money you can't get yourself, which is probably one of the best monetization strategies there is. And I would really like to point out the quality of this game. They don't put forced ads. They make the players have a very balanced and fun experience without bombarding you with 10 gazillion fake ads. And this monetization style makes more than the games that shove ads in your face. And to this day, they've grossed over $7 billion just off Clash of Clans alone. And obviously, other games have tried to copy Clash of Clans, but none of them are successful at all. There are no close runner-ups for this game. It is a game of its own. And as we've seen with other mobile games, people tend to grow out of them really quickly, and it's really hard to keep players playing, unless of course you're Candy Crush and you have a massive following of 40-year-old women. But Clash of Clans has truly stood the test of time. There is no growing out of the game. That you can't even, there's nothing you can do. The only thing I can say that may make you lose your love for the game is if you play it way too much and get burnt out of it. But how Clash of Clans keeps luring us back in after we've quit is adding really exciting updates, and they actually care about the community and listen to them. It's just so refreshing to have a game that listens to the general audience and does things to make the game better. Let's hope they bring back the Eagle Boys, fingers crossed. And while some of their updates might be controversial, it ends up helping the game in the end, let's be real, and luring players back in. I think I got a little off track. I'm gonna try and get back on the right track. But Clash of Clans was one of the first mobile games to successfully blend real-time strategy with base building mechanics on a very large scale. Games back then weren't really designed for long-term play and often just like short bursts of it. Clash of Clans broke away from this by introducing deep, strategic gameplay with long-term progression, offering something more engaging for players who enjoyed the complexity. For example, the game's blend of resource management, base defense, and troop strategy was groundbreaking. Players had the world in the palm of their hands. All these different troops, different armies you could create, it was literally limitless what you could do with these. And it genuinely sparks creativity within a bunch of people, creating specific attack strategies, finding out the meta, which took years to do. And even to this day, new metas are being discovered. The intellectual prowess is certainly unimaginable with this game. If you've ever taken a look at the pro scene, some of the attacks that they display, it's like watching two grandmasters in chess. I truly will never understand it. I myself am surprised when I get a 3-star. With such an interesting mechanic, it had people hooked. And the introduction of Clan Wars in 2016 really sparked the growth for the game, because all these attacks, all these strategies, every strategic part of the game that was created over the years, people could finally use on a platform to compete at a higher level. And there's something about coming together as a team, taking down and destroying another clan, and getting loot from it. Obviously, this is before ores, which is another perk of Clan Wars. But the feeling back in the day after winning a clan war was truly unmatched. Probably one of the happiest times of my life, I can't lie. In mobile games back in that time, there was nothing near it. It was absolute peak mobile game. I don't know how else to explain it, because it's not just a strategy game. It's a global community, a never-ending challenge, and a game that rewards your tactical mind and your ability to work with others. And that's why the game has over 500 million downloads, amassing a huge player base and people who really care about the game. But now I'm gonna talk about the psychology behind Clash of Clans' addictive gameplay. Clash of Clans purposefully implements a lot of psychological temptings, let's say, and I'm gonna go over all of them. And the first one we have is the power of rewarding, aka a dopamine release. Clash of Clans relies heavily on the concept of rewarding players for their gameplay, which is a key component to keep players hooked. This is the exact same principle used by slot machines, guys. In the context of Clash of Clans, though, players experience random rewards from raids, clan wars, and many other events during the game. Yet another psychological principle at play is the progression cycle of the game. Building your base, upgrading it, leveling up your troops, and completing objectives is how the game is designed. You're constantly working for these small little achievements, like upgrading a building or unlocking a new troop. This satisfies you in the moment, while also knowing that there's something new and more fun to work towards. This is the concept of infinite progression, especially considering town halls will continually be released once a year, further keeping you hooked. None of these are a bad thing, it's just how they keep you entertained. And next up is the sunk cost fallacy. I've showed this in the past. It's kind of like the just one more time mentality. And this game encourages short, frequent bursts of gameplay where you log on multiple times a day to check on your base, raid, start your next round of upgrades. And this leads to just one more mentality. Keeps you coming back to raid, keeps you doing your upgrades, and people don't really want to quit because they've already invested so much time building their base. Why would they want to quit? I'm going to end off with another common one with video games: fear of missing out. This refers to Clash of Clans' frequent limited time events and offers, which creates a sense of urgency. These events typically offer special rewards like epic equipments, magic items, and you can buy the passes if you want to get extra stuff. But this triggers a sort of fear of missing out within a player. If you know there's an event going on and you're missing out on it, you're just like, oh man, I gotta really hop on and get all those rewards, because people are so invested in the game. In any ounce of magic items or gems to progress their base even further, people are gonna jump at it. And obviously there are many more psychological factors that Clash of Clans likes to use and implement in their games, and it's not addictive in a way that it's bad. It's more or less keeps you checking up on your base every once in a while, which isn't a bad thing. Supercell has implemented this into every single one of their games. Like Heyday, you have to keep checking on your farm, okay? Brawl Stars, you don't want to miss out on the new brawler or new event. And Clash Royale, which people kind of lost their spark, but you know. But in the end, Clash of Clans has solidified itself in time as one of the best games, and it will continue to put out its premium gameplay. I put all my faith in Supercell. I'm sure they're gonna do a great job. But thank you everybody so much for watching till the end of this video. It really does mean a lot to me. And as you're clicking off the video, can you do me the favor? Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. And while you're down there, you can help out my channel by clicking the like button and subscribing, I know. But it really does miles for my channel, and I'm thankful for all of you guys. And I hope each and every one of you have a great rest of your day or night. And bye-bye.